right here. Oh, I like this live look right here, y'all. We back once again. We're gonna get everybody joined up here in a second. But y'all thinking about it, it's week one, right? So basically for us, this is kind of our second fantasy week because week 0 for us was the draft, right? Week one, we made some do's and don'ts. So I want to get us started with basically I want to know who and you already said it, but who was somebody you had to drop immediately after week one? Who was that for you, Ant?
Tua. Like it wasn't the crazy thing about it is like after the game, I immediately went to like I think I was like third on waivers.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta get it. I swapped him with Aaron Rodgers.
Okay,
Yeah.
that was a good swap. What about you, Ben?
Baltimore defense.
You got rid of
Yes, sir.
him.
I mean, even though I know they played Josh Allen, and he did what he did, but they still put up over 40 points on Baltimore, bro. The majority of that was in the fourth quarter. So, yeah, I dropped them. I think they still got a pretty solid defensive team, but early in the season, I don't we don't cut ties early. I'll keep an eye on them.
You say you keep an eye on him. So I guess for me, it was somebody who actually their team also dropped, and that had to be Tank Bigsby, right? So if your
Yeah.
team gonna drop you, I'm gonna drop you. Well, so Tank Bigsby had to get up out of there. But with that being said, before I say who I replaced them with, was there anybody that you saw week one where you're just like, oh, I gotta go get them? And
So
who was that for you, Ant? Yep.
it was Keenan Allen. It was crazy is I didn't realize that I didn't have him. And so y'all know like I've been working with like Gemini and this whole AI stuff. Like he is like the Chargers or he was like their go-to receiver in third down situations.
Mm-hmm.
And if
Hmm.
you look at what happened with the Chiefs this past game, like he kind of fell right back into that particular place. And Trey scooped him up quick. I think he had like about.
Speaking of Trey, look,
You,
Hey, how
there
many
you
points
go.
did
You
he
came in
have?
at the right
Trey?
time, right?
What y'all talking about, man?
Keenan Allen. I'm still.
Yeah.
And you swooped
I'm
in
ready
and
to
picked up Keenan Allen.
Hey, man, y'all got to be quick, bro. Y'all got to be quick. y'all trigger ain't quick enough.
hey, so Trey, to
Mm,
catch you up, we first talked about after week one,
okay.
for our fantasy, who was somebody you went and immediately dropped?
I haven't dropped anybody yet. I
So
haven't. Wait.
how did
But
you
no, 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 no. I take that back. I dropped the Rams defense, but
okay.
only because I needed the Packers defense after the Micah trade.
Oh, true.
Yep.
That's a good
Like
pickup.
it was nothing. It was nothing that the Rams, did or didn't do. It was 100%. Because when I drafted the Packers D, when I drafted the Rams D, I really wanted to pick the Packers D, but I went with the Rams. And yeah, as soon as the Micah trade went through, get up out of here. My heart's in Green Bay anyway.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
And then I was able to grab Keenan because Judkins is out, so I put Judkins on the reserve list, and
Okay.
grab Keenan. So that's how all that transpired.
okay. And
And
I
it's like,
said,
Yeah, I got Keenan in another league. I picked him up in free agency in another league.
look, they go Vic.
yeah, and he's definitely on the table. He had a good week one. I think that he's a familiar target for Justin Herbert, and he's gonna route cats up. So I think that he'll be more consistent than Quentin Johnston. Maybe.
Yeah, he
I don't
will.
know. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it was a great pickup. So he's available for the right price.
Oh man.
He a veteran wide receiver, so you
Who that?
can't go
Keenan Allen?
wrong.
I was
Yes.
willing
Yes,
to trade him
yes.
for Higgins. That's a good price.
Mm.
Hey, so hey, all right. So let me catch Vic up too. What's up, Vic?
There you go.
What up, though?
Hey, so you
I don't
gotta
know.
catch up, Vic. So my first question for everybody was after week one, who was somebody you immediately dropped? Did you immediately drop anybody? Like you like, oh no, you got to go.
Man, off the top of my head, now I can't think of nobody I dropped off the immediately. Well, no, can't think of nobody off the top of my head. I gotta look at a couple of my rosters. I can tell you I want to do my victory lap on Ibuka though.
Ooh, yeah.
Right, we gonna do it. Let me come back to you. But so Trey, who you said your ad was? I guess Keenan Allen. That was your
Keenan
ad.
Allen. Yep.
All right.
Yep.
So back to you then, Vic. Who was somebody you saw and was like, ooh, I need to add him, or you immediately added already?
Well, Tootin, Bashal Tootin over there in Jacksonville. He's a tech kid. Yeah. He ran like a 4.2, 4.3 in the combine. So dude was super swift. When they traded Tank Bigsby, now he's going to play right behind Travis Etienne. So I already had him on my roster. Harold Fannin Jr. was an absolute dog at Bowling Green. He plays tight end for Cleveland, and they got that kid and taking snaps out the backfield, and he got like 9 targets. And Njoku's still 8. And on that same team, Dylan Sampson, beast out of Tennessee. He was one of those guys at Tennessee that people kind of said that he had the Alvin Kamara-esque kind of profile. Smaller guy, but swift. He can, knock boys' heads off. Those probably the 3 off the top of my head. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because you actually spoke of one of mine is that running back out of Cleveland. Because I was just like, I had some people in my mind last week as I was doing some research. He was one. The dude, Ollie something out of Miami, was a potential. But I was like, let me watch these cats. And after week 1, he was the one I went on and got. Tank Bigsby was the one I dropped. His team dropped him. I dropped him too, like I said. So get him up out of here. But now that we've wrapped that question up, hey, Vic, do your victory lap because you called that one Tampa Bay. It was Ohio State wide receiver you? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, Ohio State wide receiver, Ibuka. And this is the thing, man. He is a pedigreed athlete that could have came out last year, but he stayed another year and he got that championship. The boy was competing for targets with some studs on that team, and he was a standout player all off season. That's one thing that you can after like week 4, off season don't matter, but like week 1, whoever the hot guy was in off season, you probably need to pay attention to him, and that's all they kept talking about. And then look what happened. McMillan got hurt. Chris Godwin isn't in right now. You know what I'm saying? So and Mike Evans is getting older, man. He had the perfect layout. I'll be honest with you. If we go back and listen to that, I said bet the overs for his catches and his yards. I think he missed his catch prop because he was supposed to get 5. He only got 4 catches, but he got a touchdown. And the same thing with Bill. Bill was a beast at in Washington, so it's early. I ain't gonna say I know a lot. I know a little bit, but those were 2 guys that I was really heavy on, and I wish I would have made more parlays. You know what I'm saying? Because Jonathan Taylor killed all my tickets this week, man. You know what I'm saying? But,
well, Vic, I want to shout out to you, Vic, because I grabbed both those guys. Khalil said I should be ashamed of myself, but it's all fair in love and war. But yeah, they both had two really good weeks. Both had really good weeks. So I'm gonna see how the next couple of weeks go. And if you want to circle back to that trade, we might can talk.
Hey, I ain't mad at you, bro. That was diabolical, though. I love it.
Yeah, it was. I really didn't do it on purpose, though, bro. Maybe subconsciously I did. But look, breaking news. This just in. I Rock Boats, aka Anthony, proposed a trade to Gentification. That's me. T. Higgins for Keenan Allen straight up.
Hold on. Is that in the? He sent it or he said it?
He sent it right now. This is happening in real time.
Hold on. So let me go to it. Let me share my screen. Hold on. Let me share my screen because I want to.
I meant to send that on Tuesday.
Woo!
Yesterday.
Let me see.
I said wide receiver for wide receiver.
He did, and Anthony is a man of his word.
Oh, you say he sent that to you, Trader. Let me go to. Have y'all seen this where you can go to the trading block like this?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
All right, when you go to the joint where say trading block and see what I can do is I can where it says proposed trade instead of that, go to view team depth charts. So that means I can see y'all whole squads. So that's how what I use, and I shouldn't be telling you this, but you know what I'm saying. Then I look at I bet. Well, I'm gonna click propose trade, then propose based on what I'm saying.
That might be commissioner view, bro.
Y'all can't see that.
Nah, I got that view too.
Oh, you got it too. I don't know. I'm on my phone. All right, that's a bet though.
Okay. Yeah, I want to say. I said, let me share that junk because I'm like bet. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, because like for me, hey, bro, the way Chase and Burrow playing, bro, they do
You
that.
can't go by that week one,
bro.
man. You got to remember, Cincinnati is always a slow starting
Hey.
team.
Every
So
year, every freaking
every year,
year.
it's a slow starting team. So, and then I was telling Trav earlier, like the first game is gonna be a tune-up game for all these veterans. They don't really get those reps like that during training camp because
Bingo.
they try to save them from injuries. So
Bingo.
these first couple of games is gonna be warm up. A lot of people are gonna be out of shape. They wasn't in shape when they came into training camp. So you ain't gonna really start seeing what teams are gonna start doing to about week 3. Week 3, you're gonna start. Okay, this is some consistency happening now. Now, if you get it early, oh, you in to win it. But most times, yeah, you don't really. That's why I ain't really trying to do nothing right now. I'm just kind of trying to sit because I feel like I'm pretty decent with the squad right now. Probably gonna look for a little backup running back because I don't think Aaron Jones is gonna get much burn. Oh, that's in the wrong league. I'm in the wrong league. Let me go to the right league. I'm in the wrong league. I had to switch over.
Hey, you sounded good though, bro.
Yeah, I got
Cause you're
Aaron
right.
Jones in another league, but who's my backup running back? Oh, I got Zach Charbonnet, which I know
Okay.
he's gonna get a
He got a touchdown. Yeah, he got a touchdown.
Yeah. He gave me 10 points on the bench. Like my bench, all my people on my bench was in double digits, other than Jamison Williams.
And
But I
Kenneth
know
Walker.
Jamison Williams is,
My fault. No, go ahead. Go ahead. I cut you off. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was gonna say Jamison Williams is kind of like Quentin Johnson for the Chargers.
Yeah.
Like one game, Quentin would blow it out. You'd be like, man, who is this guy? Next week, he'd be like, where he at? Like he's just one of those players that's kind of. And if you think about it, Jamison Williams didn't really come on to the end of the season last year.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna keep him on the bench. I'm gonna keep an eye on him because I'm gonna just look at the matchups and to see what teams they're playing. And then if that DB is a suspect, like who team played that had all their DBs, that's all their starting DBs. It was last night, wasn't it? All their starting DBs were hurt. What team was that had all the starting DBs were hurt? That was last night. It was the Chicago Bears. Wasn't it Chicago when they played Minnesota?
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
Jalen. What is it, Jalen Johnson? I know he was
Yeah.
out. I don't know about the rest of them,
Yeah.
though, but Jalen
They
Johnson the
said their
only.
DBs are thin.
Yeah. He the only guy out, out there. I think. I don't know.
But it was a great week of football, though. I mean, from
Yeah, it
college
was.
football down to NFL. Like I can't remember an opening kickoff weekend to say these games were boring. Like every single game was good. Like I'm watching Red Zone, it's just flashing. I'm like, there's some good games going on right now.
Yeah.
It really was some good games.
Yes, sir. Speaking of good games, I just want to. I said it in the group chat, but I need to say it on air. You were wrong about Aaron Rodgers, man.
Oh yeah, I own that. But what I will say though is we got 16 more games to go.
We do.
So we'll see what A-Rod do out there. But no, he did.
I mean, but he gave y'all 4. But he gave y'all 4 in week 1.
And week
one.
Yes, he did. He and I laughed at what he said about the Jets. So that I thought that was funny.
That was
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Just wait till him and DK get some chemistry.
Well, you can already see that that's just gonna be his go-to, and that's why and he's gone in this league, but that's why when they picked up the tight end for Pittsburgh in another league because Aaron Rodgers liked using that tight end.
He loved the tight end.
Yep. So I went and picked up that tight end in another league because and it was already I read some information on him already talking about he's gonna get more reps. He's already out playing backup, which is behind him. So yeah, that what is his name? Joshua something. He gonna say again.
Jonnu Smith at Pittsburgh.
That's it. So yeah.
That's it.
He gonna be all right.
But did y'all see Jalen Ramsey lay goddamn Garrett Wilson out, bro? He tried to kill that man.
Yes, he
tried to kill that man. Throw a penalty on that too. That was going at it the whole time.
Bruh, he tried to kill his ass, bro. Yeah,
Hey,
and
but
I
he,
like
but
that. That's going Jalen Ramsey gonna lead that defense, bro. Like and Mike Tom, I mean, I could be a little biased because I like Aaron Rodgers, but like they getting a lot of shade. But I think that, so they got a lot of the right pieces to make some noise. You know what I'm saying? But they always be like right there anyway. They at least make the playoffs with some
Right.
yeah, they
shit.
do.
So
But Pittsburgh has been known to have that backfield like that.
yeah,
That's been the history of Pittsburgh. But now you got Slay on one side and you got my boy on the other side. Like that's
yeah,
a lot of experience.
a
I
lot,
mean,
a lot. Don't sleep on the Steelers, man.
no, I ain't sleeping on them. Especially if Rodgers can come in there. The only thing that Steelers didn't do was run the football. Aaron Rodgers can't throw that ball like he kept throwing that ball. They gotta run. They gotta run the ball. They gotta run the ball.
Hmm.
Kenny Gainwell got way too many touches. I was surprised at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
I was.
probably they gonna need some help in the backfield. They might pick somebody up. You know what I'm saying?
I
Somebody
thought
to get.
the dude Warren, I thought he was supposed to be, somebody that was gonna step it up in the backfield.
You would have thought so, man. They should have never let Najee Harris walk, or however that happened, or trade, or whatever happened. They shouldn't have let that nigga
Yeah.
go.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb Johnson is the rookie, man. He only saw 4% of snaps. That was terrible.
Yeah.
But
It's something in
he
the
out of Iowa. He
doghouse.
was nice.
I was
Yeah.
just reading on your boy Trey Jaden Reed, trying to see what they're gonna do with him. 'Cause they said his snap percentage dropped by almost half from last year.
Man, because I told y'all the other week, man, it's too much out there. Like Matthew Golden, like
Mm-hmm.
Tucker Craft is emerging. Jordan Love likes Tucker Craft. Romeo Dobbs
Wow.
is sure he's sure-handed. Like he's gonna catch the
Right.
ball. So that's three niggas right there that he got before Jalen. Then you get
True.
to Jalen. Christian Watson will be back this season. So they might fuck around, depending on how it looks. Excuse my French. I get passionate about my team, but they might mess around and trade a receiver for like a cornerback or something. Because we're the only weak spot we really got is our cornerback position.
Right.
So and we got a stable of wide receivers that can all play.
It looked like
I
Romeo
don't
I
mean no
Dobbs
agree.
got
harm,
some
man.
snaps too.
I'm gonna go ahead and call it, man. I think my prediction was a Ravens and Green Bay Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we go ahead and win that thing this year, man.
You sounding like a Cowboy
I
fan
know it's
right
week
now.
one. I
Hey,
know it's
hold on.
week one, but you
Speaking
said
of
what now?
Ravens,
Yeah.
didn't somebody say that? Ben, you said it. You had to let that defense go. That defense let them put up what 40?
Yeah, yeah,
41. I'm sorry, they let them put up 41. If they would
yeah.
have let
I
them put up
mean,
39, they would have won the game.
don't get me wrong. They look good first half, but I think they just got tired. And then with Josh Allen not holding that ball, like he throwing that ball, like he ain't holding that ball 2, 3 seconds, that ball is out.
Mhm.
So he's not allowing you to get any type of a pass rush at all on him. You're gonna have to blitz him to get back there to kind of frustrate him. But when he gets to clicking, it's a wrap. He started clicking. He warmed up and he started clicking.
Yeah, that's what happened. All right, so thinking it is, like I said, we talking about Josh Allen because Josh Allen from a few years ago, if you remember, he was overrated, or at least some people stated, but then he won the MVP because people realized like who else is on that team, right? So
Right,
after
right.
week one, is he the very too soon pick for MVP this year?
Talking about Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
Yeah, man.
I mean, he's gonna be in the conversation.
Yeah, you gotta give him his credit. I didn't like him coming out of Wyoming, but he's gotten so much better. He was not this good coming out of Wyoming, man. He's gotten really good. You got to give it to him. I hate that they lost, man. Matter of fact, I didn't even realize that I won our league until like yesterday because of what he did. Because like I won by 3 points and I was getting my ass whooped. I forgot who did I beat. I don't even remember who I beat. But yeah, shout out to Josh Allen, man.
Yeah, you came back because you was there. You were down, Vic. You came back.
Yeah, man. I did not see that coming, bro. I had to give up. I gotta tell you about the prop. I gotta tell you about the parlay I lost too at that game on the back end. That's just diabolical.
No, those two games, my pick'ems I put inside the chat, they would put me over because I picked Buffalo over Baltimore, which everybody's gonna take Baltimore. And then I took Minnesota Monday night. And then the point spread, I took the 45 points. and it was between 45 and 51. They hit right on 51. I said, y'all better not do no 2-point conversion. Just do an onside kick. And when they did that, John, I said, hit, because my parlays were busted all weekend.
Oh yeah.
I got close on one, but I think it was the Denver game. It was the Denver game. I had the over under. I had them on under, and they did the over. I hit all other 4. I was like, bro, that was a nice little pot right there. I was hurting.
Yeah.
I'm about to bring somebody on the screen. I want y'all to talk about this person, right? Y'all tell me about this person right here, right? I want to say something on time, and I want it to rhyme. So here go your boy. I call him what? Danny Dimes, man. Here he goes.
Man.
I'm going, man. Look at your boy, man. Hey, I don't think nobody saw this one coming now. I don't think nobody saw that 33-8 coming now, but
but hold on, Tribe. Hold on. Numbers,
Miami,
I
some
know they say
ass.
numbers don't. I said numbers don't. They say numbers don't lie, but numbers is lying on this one right here.
he said they lying on this one. All right, talk to me about it. You think that was a fluke week? Fluke week?
Man, like they said, man, just like everybody said from all the sports channels, they said Miami came in. They came in there with no heart. They looked like they were out of shape. I mean, from the offensive side to the defensive side, man, they made Danny Dimes look like he was what's that boy, Tom Brady out there. The way he was dropping dimes out there.
What's the stats, Trav? Read the numbers off.
Hey, let me see these Jones. Hey,
I'm gonna tell you what I think about Danny Dimes. Go ahead.
272 passing yards, 75.9% completion rate.
Woo.
1 TD. Let me see. Yeah, he's looking good. Top 5 QBRs, 87.5 QBR. Tied 8th in yards. Because especially in fantasy and daily draft, I know like DraftKings, you want your quarterback to at least get you a 300 yards because you get an extra 3 points or something like that.
But he had 275.
Yeah, 270. He had 275. No,
damn near 300.
But here's the stat though. First 7 drives, all scores.
Man, they made Miami look bad.
I think it's both. I mean, Miami is terrible. Like they're I mean, just organizationally, you know what I'm saying? They're just a mess. So that had a lot to do with it. But I feel like I told you, I think on one of the earlier pods, systems and coaching matter. Like think about quarterbacks that were on certain teams or in certain systems, and then they left and got off. Like
Baker Mayfield.
That's what I'm saying. Baker in Cleveland ain't Baker in Tampa.
Justin Fields didn't look too bad.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I don't know. I think it's something. I mean, we'll see. It's only week 1. I mean, we'll see for sure. But I don't know. Danny might. I mean, it's his 3rd year in the league.
Yeah.
And he was in New York. New York making Russell Wilson look bad. He's already bad, but
right.
You said Danny Dimes' 3rd year?
What is it? 3rd, 4th?
I ain't 5.
See?
It's what? Because didn't he finish his contract? Yeah, because he had a contract extension with the Giants.
Yeah,
and then he quit that same year. Yeah,
it just could have took Danny a little bit longer.
He got drafted in 2019.
Woo. Yeah. I'm surprised he still can get a job. There got to be something there. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they go potential because I mean, look at somebody just picked up what's that quarterback from the Eagles that got hurt when he won the Super Bowl? Carson Wentz. Somebody just picked up Carson Wentz. If they feel like you got potential, bro, just like the Redskins did, then they're gonna pick you up. They feel like you got potential, but he is starting, so he battled for that. He took the starting position from Anthony Richardson.
Yeah,
but they saw something in training camp.
When you say took from Anthony Richardson, like was it like was there a grasp enough for him to allow somebody to take it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can see. I mean, that's what they were saying on the thing they were saying. Because they even mentioned this about Jaden Daniels too, and they talked about this with Caleb Williams. You can't hold the ball in the NFL. You got to anticipate that throw. And a lot of those sacks and things that was happening in the games because they're holding the ball, waiting, and you can't hold that ball. And that's the same thing that goes with Danny Dimes too. So I think this weekend was a good weekend to see the quarterbacks that got it and the quarterbacks that's almost getting there and would they get to that next level to be able to anticipate those throws.
Mhm.
That throw that block Purdy made in the end zone to the tight end and they ain't never start.
Yeah,
Like he anticipated that throw, bro. Like he threw that ball before the dude even turned. The ball was already in the air for the most part.
Right. He was getting to it, man. Hey, everybody out here getting to it. But another person that I want to talk about, let's look here. Lamar Jackson. Right? Lamar Jackson. I mean, they put up 40 points now. Let's not forget they did put up 40 points. Unfortunately, Lamar Jackson don't play defense. So what do y'all see Baltimore doing in their division, right? Now that they dropped the first one week 1, going on 1.
I don't think it's gonna hurt them. I mean, 9 times out of 10, that's a team they're gonna see in the playoffs. So
yeah.
to me, if I'm looking at a team that I'm visiting inside the only thing that hurt would be the stacking of who will have home field advantage. But other than that, that's a playoff bound team. So it'd be a difference if they dropped it to Miami the way Miami got beat. Then they'd be like, okay, red alert, there's something going on. But yeah, shoot, to the point they was talking about Ant's quarterback talking about MVP for him. I don't know if y'all seen that on Twitter. They was talking about him for MVP.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's way
Yeah.
too soon.
Right.
But he did look good though.
He did look good though.
And I had him on the bench.
Hey,
That don't be hurting, Ed.
Matter of fact, speaking of that, I like you segue to that, and I'm gonna let you start this one off. And who was that person for you on your bench that got all them points, and you was like, why are they sitting right there?
Yep, Herbert. I think he had 28, 29 points. I had Tua in, and we already talked about that earlier. He only had like 5, so that was a little pain. And then I had the running back from the Cowboys. That was he had I think all 20-some odd points too. So.
Yeah, I mean those are honest mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I mean maybe the Tua Herbert move, you know what I'm saying? But but that could have been a toss up. But you'll correct it. You'll correct it. You'll correct it, coach.
Sound like he already did. But Trey, since you up here, who was that person on your bench, or did you have anybody on your bench that outplayed some of your starters?
Yeah, I had Calvin Ridley, like a simpleton. I don't even Calvin Ridley against Denver's defense with a rookie QB. I don't even know what I was thinking. He was in my flex spot, but I had Bill, I had Travis Etienne, and I had Ibuka on the bench, and they were like nothing. Right. It was like 14. I think one of them had 14, one of them had 15, one of them had, and I think Etienne had 18. I still was able to pull off the win because Lamar balled. That was the only thing that saved me. So yeah, I had three on the bench that had I actually put in my starting lineup, I probably would have scored like 150 points almost.
That makes sense though, man. Ain't nobody see that coming with Bill.
Yeah, not week one.
Not week one, no.
You got some good trading pieces.
Man, do I?
That you do.
Talk to me.
Here he goes.
Let me see you. What's the name of your squad again?
We're gonna talk trade in a little bit, but Vic, you go ahead. Since I'm looking at you, Vic, I got you up here, bro. Talk to me. What did you have somebody on your bench that you saw that outscored someone in your one of your starters?
In this league, nah, I got pretty fortunate, man. Like I had all the players in, but everybody on my team got hurt. Like Kittle got hurt, Murphy got hurt. Devontae Smith didn't do anything, so I just got lucky that Josh Allen put up a big game, man. Because if it wasn't for that, would have been up out of there, man. But nah, I didn't have too bad of a week of having too many points on the bench, So yeah.
I got you. I guess Ben, you up next. Who is that person for you? Do you have somebody on the bench like, man, I should have had
them? This is probably one of the best first weeks I think I've ever had in fantasy league. Like all my people were in double digits. I didn't have anybody on my bench to outscore anybody that was starting. It was a little closer, Josh Jacobs at first until he got that touchdown for Green Bay near the end. But other than that, no, I didn't have all my people. I actually did good. I was mad, a little bit mad at Jaden Daniels because he missed a couple of deep throws just off the fingertips. But like I told people, stay humble with Terry over there, Trey. They gotta get that timing down.
Gotta
Terry gonna
get
give
you
you
got
some. He gonna give you
yeah.
some burn.
Yeah, we gonna see because his ass will be on the trade block. But look, Josh Jacobs though, he's gonna get you a touchdown. You can count on him for a touchdown each game. He's had
Right.
not the last 9 games, he's had a touchdown in each of those 9 games.
Consecutive
So
games. That was that. So I knew I was like,
yeah,
he
yeah,
gonna keep that streak going.
absolutely. So he's good for 60-1 every game, and maybe 2 catches for like 14 yards. So he's steady. He's steady.
Yeah, I got you. All right, so let me see here. Let me share. I want to share this because I'm gonna share how Ben did me dirty week 1, but I want to kind of put it side by side, man. He 137 to 86, bro. Joe Burrow 8.8. Joe Burrow, but guess what? He did 1 point better than my backup quarterback, Dactonius Prescott, whatever his name is.
Dakota Rain, man.
Yeah, Rain Dakota.
Dactonius, right? 8.82. And then Jamar Chase at 4.6. And then Devontae Adams at 9. Like, these my guys, bro. But Marvin Harrison turned up. He should have been in. Even your boy, what's his name? Pearsall, he turned up.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Because they on the
How
bench.
many receivers you got, bro?
Come on, bro. I'm show you. McBride did.
Man, on real talk,
and
I
I
didn't
had
want to get
Debo.
rid of Marvin Harrison.
Hey,
I didn't
Debo.
want to get rid of Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, you shouldn't have got rid of Marv.
Hey, I ain't want to get rid of Brock Bowers, but you got him, and hopefully he healthy.
Hey. Now he did his thing this week with with him and Gino. Yeah, he did his thing with Gino. That's the only reason why I went after him. Because one thing I do know, Gino is gonna sling that rock. He gonna throw that ball. He has no what's the word for it? He's gonna erase any interception he just threw. He could throw 6 interceptions. You're gonna act like the game just started. So that's one thing about Gino. But no, I didn't want to lose Marvin Harrison because he's gonna be a stud down in Arizona. But I had to put some trade pieces out there to get what I was wanting. So I had to throw Marvin out there for you.
Yes, sir.
Hey, and I guess what? I got good news, man. Hey, y'all just talk to me, man. Send me something, man. I'm looking for a running back. Not necessarily because I told you I picked up Dylan Sampson. I want to see what he do. Maybe he might be only a week 1 run for me because, like I said, they did sign a 2nd rounder. So I might get him for another week or so before they get Junkins in. So, holler at your boy, man. I got Dallas Goedert and the back, So let's get to it. But yeah, Jamar Chase and Burrow gonna have to step it up.
Yeah, they coming.
But even Debo, I had Debo on the bench.
I ain't see
Debo gonna be good for Jaden, man.
Yeah,
Debo gonna be there, but Debo gonna be there. Y'all gotta remember too. Damn, I can't think of his name. The tight end that could never. He was a quarterback at Virginia Tech.
Logan Thomas.
Yeah. So if you remember before he really got banged up, that was a target. Even before Jaden got there, right?
Yeah.
So that under one thing Debo don't mind doing is going underneath. That's the first part. You know what I'm saying? And then he loves those screens. So all he needs is a step. And you see when he came through that step, that was a wrap after that. It's gonna take a tank to take that man down. So I'm glad we got that pickup because we needed a possession receiver because we got small receivers. But then I look over the league, we got receivers balling everywhere. We had a receiver in Zacchaeus. He balled, he had a decent game. The boy, the receiver out of Philly, I can't think of his name. Dahana Johnson. He did all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at all these Redskin receivers all over, but that's the receiver crop that we have. But we didn't have no veterans. They were all young. Yeah. Because he was like a 1st round draft pick for us.
Yeah.
Dotson was a 1st round draft pick.
Yep.
And Jaden, he gonna thrive just having all types of different weapons on the field. You know what I'm saying? Because he's creative anyway. And then Cliff Kingsbury is a creative offensive coordinator. So that's about to be crazy.
Hey,
I'm hoping,
But
man,
we
and then
got
that boy Ja'Cory.
we got something for all that tomorrow night though.
No, that's what I said. The true test is tomorrow. We gonna see a real defensive front. Not no knock on the Giants fans, but we will see a real defensive front. This up. I mean, you got Mike out there right now. He just causes havoc just being on the field. He only had 29 snaps, so that's what, a
We're
third
gonna
of the snaps.
We're
Yeah,
gonna have Micah. We're gonna have Micah on QB spy Jaden all night, and that's all. Just hey, guard him, bro. Just guard him.
I'm just worried. I'm not really worried about our front seven. I'm really more worried
Hmm
about our DBs.
mhm.
Can we cover y'all wide receivers?
hmm
That's really the biggest part I'm worried about
Yeah,
is we looked okay with our pass rush against the
yeah.
Giants, but y'all got a better O line than
O
the
line.
Giants. So
Yeah.
and we can't let Jordan Love sit in the pocket, man. We got to get
Nah.
pressure on him.
Got to. Got
Fact.
to.
Hey,
It's
hey,
gonna
I
be a
got
good one.
some hot, right? Yo, this is gonna be very sensitive.
Mm,
Okay, right? Y'all remember last week's conversation when we got a little political, right?
right.
Oh yeah.
Hey, hey, do I even need to say anything?
I already know what you want.
But do I need to say anything?
Mm,
Should I
Nah,
I
say?
mean,
you
I
Nah,
Should
go
we,
ahead.
mean,
Go
hold
ahead
on,
and say
should we
it.
go
say
ahead.
anything? And what should we say? And what shouldn't we say?
Say the first thing
Everything's
come to
touchy.
mind.
well, if you talk about what I'm thinking you're talking about, you already been ate up on social media already. So from the stuff you made, the conservative side of this particular person, that's what you're talking about.
What's the
Let's
name?
just
Is
get to
what?
it. Let's just get to it.
Christian Kirk. That's the name.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
So
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, but ironically, those two words came up, right? Like I don't know him, I ain't follow him, I don't know, but that's what I saw. I saw conservative, and guess what the other word? I saw racism,
Uh-huh.
right? And I'm like,
Well, you
I
know, he
don't
just said, you know what he said about George Floyd, right? He talked junk about George Floyd.
see.
So,
I don't
and
know his
he,
background. I don't know the
yeah,
background. I don't know.
he's a
You
straight
just
racist.
Trav said word association. That's it's the
Hey,
same thing.
that's what
That's
I
all he
saw.
got. That's all he
Right?
got.
Like I'm
Word
just like,
association.
I'm like, who do you, like? I'm like, when somebody posted the person, I'm like, no, not trying to be funny. I'm like, I'm like, who is that? I'm like, okay, people posting. Then he was gone. I'm like, oh, somebody lost a voice, and I saw Lee say something. Man, shout out Lee, yo. We're gonna have to get Lee on the
We need to get
podcast.
Lee on here, man. We gotta get Lee
Like,
on here,
yeah,
man.
we're gonna have to get Lee on the pod. Because he had said something about I'm gonna be quiet, and then of course some Anglo-Saxon lady mentioned something and said like, "Wow, why be quiet?" And he replied was, "You're not gonna like my opinion," which
Right.
is ironic, right? This is
Right.
like, I'm so confused, right? And the response is, no one should be killed for their opinion. I'm like, correct. And that's it. So that's why I'm gonna stop talking, because neither should you, neither
Right.
nor I
Right.
should be penalized for said opinion. We should be able to debate, right? Come from sides. And I think this also goes back into the sports world. I'm gonna make this segue to Ryan Clark a little bit. It's like, hey, we should be talking about the point, not the person. I think Cam said that. If y'all saw it, where he like, well, that's the person, and I'm like, well, now we throwing shots, right? At this point, and it should never get there. Ironically, it's just that everybody, 100% of people, you won't believe this, has feelings, right?
No, they do. But you also got to be at the same time. You also have to be very cautious on the things that you're saying, because when he pissed somebody off, he's supposed to pick you off 200 yards away. That's not an easy shot, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They shot that man 200 yards away, so clearly he pissed somebody off.
I'm gonna send y'all the video.
I assumed there was something like close up. See, I don't even know.
That was a sniper, bro. A sniper sniped him 200 yards away, shot him in the neck. Yeah,
Like,
that
was this on TV? Like, was it?
he was talking. He was talking. They had just asked him a question about gun violence.
Yeah.
And literally, when he put the mic down, that's when the joint hit. Yeah.
Sheesh.
On the side of his neck. Yeah.
So, like, this is the thing, straight up, and it's bad business, but I'm gonna be real. The guy was a provocative, conservative, like, dynamo, man. Like he was really big on the conservative scene. So the organization that he represented was called Turning Point USA. It's a really big like conservative youth organization, and they run up the bag, bro. Like I just wanted to make sure I was speaking intelligent to some of this stuff, right? So they ran up like 81 million in 2023. So I'm aware of the kid. Like my brother just told me about it a little while ago because I'm running up out of a meeting that he got shot. And it's one of those things where it's bad business, man. But you gotta stand on what you believe in. I mean, if you're gonna be outside, talking like
right.
that,
It's a risk that you take.
yeah, it's like, but what's bad about it though, man, that kid, did y'all see that kid who got burnt alive? I mean, I think he's alive down in Danville. He was House of Delegates representative. He was a conservative, and that's bad business because traditionally, you don't usually see that much. I hate to put it like this, man, but like the opposition, like when you got people looking at Democrats and liberals like Bloods and Crips, man, and like the conservatives is taking a couple of L's recently. They didn't try to kill Trump. They killed this kid. They did that.
Man.
Gonna be a backlash, and liberals is gonna start getting x'd out, man. That's why I don't really fool with politics like I used to, man, because it's like y'all, it's too many crazies out there, man. It's sad that guy,
sport,
bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's sad that kid got killed. I really don't got nothing positive to say about the guy. I think what was initially said though was that you should be able to do what we do. Like people should be able to talk politics like we talk about football, but they don't. So
they take it personally.
It's like it's bad business, but shit. You company you keep, man, and whether it's Alex Jones kind of rhetoric that you putting out there, because he says some wild stuff, man. I mean, like
who Alex Jones? Who is that?
Oh man, so like I'd love to just kind of have a whole session about just conservative folks. Like Alex Jones, he got his start in like AM radio back in like the early 90s, and the guy is pretty much the most known for when the Sandy Hook kids got killed. He said it was a staged hoax, and the parents sued him, and he went bankrupt behind it. HBO did a really good documentary on him, but he's just a conservative, nut, really. One of Trump's bigger supporters. But he do numbers though, man. Like that conservative space, man. Like it's like their own world. Like you ever heard of Breitbart? It's a conservative news outlet. Like Breitbart, all those guys. Like they got their own ecosystem, and they only listen to each other. So like when other people listen to it, like you can learn a lot from them, man. Like I don't subscribe to that stuff, but I mean, like you gotta know what the opposition is thinking about. Like you gotta know what your enemy on, man. And like
at all times,
they be talking about wild stuff, man. But I mean, it be like that, man. People. I mean, not to sound crass, but what people get shot every day, beat right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. And it's funny you said that because that was my thought, and I was like, so who is this person? Like I ain't even know what he looked like. I just knew the name. Right, when I saw people posting about it, and for me, like I said, like I was saying before, is everybody should be able to debate, and like me and my wife were talking, I'm like, bro, that's why I always say perception. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you mean perception? Well, your perception is different than my perception, right? But the thing I think of it when it comes to it, the irony is when these individuals who deem themselves conservative or they should have this freedom of speech, when someone that's my color gives that opinion is, oh no, shut the fuck up. Now it's like I'm so confused. I'm like, like, why is we got to listen to you, but when I am speaking I'm an idiot, I'm being demeaned and stuff like that, and that's why I'm just like I don't understand the difference, right? I'm like I'm so confused, because it's like, well, you just screamed, listen, like what the lady say, I'm still talking. Y'all seen that commercial? Right?
Yeah.
Hilarious. But that's the thing, and see, for me, that's where I get confused. It's like, well, you said listen, well, listen to me, right? So like now it's what it is, and that's the part to me that irks me. Is like I should listen to you, and you could say your crazy stuff. Well, shit, let me say something crazy too. Then I'm gonna say it. If anybody gonna say it, I'm gonna say it. You know what I'm saying? So, But that's it. That nobody should be shot, killed, for expressing themselves. And that go back to Emmett Till, to Martin Luther King, to all.
Man, hold on. That's different though. Like those kids, Emmett Till was murdered because a woman lied, and that has nothing to do with what happened to this kid. Like they're gonna martyrize him, and I don't like. Man, see, I can't give me my bag. I don't like what's about to happen. They're gonna make this kid a martyr. What happened to Emmett Till?
They martyr. What you mean? What you mean? Explain that for our people who don't know what martyr means.
Oh man, they're gonna deify him. And that might not be. They're gonna like pocket big, right?
They're gonna crown them. They're gonna crown them.
Yeah. That kid's like Babbitt, the little white girl who got killed January 6th. Like they deified her. You know what I'm saying? When Trump dies, oh my God, yo, like he's going to be a martyr for that space, right? And I just don't want us to ever confuse what happened in the civil rights era, what's happening now. They were murdering and lynching black people consistently. You know what I'm saying? And nothing was happening. Nobody, like that little girl. What didn't Dave Chappelle say that she confessed, like, you fact check it, like right on her deathbed, that like she was capping? You know what I'm saying? Like that's the same shit that happened in Rosewood. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that has happened, and I'll never be the guy who sits up here and says that we don't deserve X, Y, and Z, because whether it was redlining, whether it was Jim Crow, whether it was lynching, whether it was any of that stuff, man, we didn't always took a L when it came to stuff like that. Right. And then when we fight for our freedom and we fight and we exercise our rights, whether it's the Black Panther Party getting jammed up by Edgar Hoover with COINTELPRO, we did different. But then these guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, we supposed to be talking about sports, but you're going to be turned up, man. Like, but these guys, crazy. But that kid shit got killed, though. I don't think I was right. You know what I'm saying? But what's going to happen is them conservatives going to want their lick back, and that's bad business, man, because I
can see that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what's old boy down in South Carolina, Dylan Roof. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't talk about that shit enough, man. You know, he killed my frat brother, actually. You know what I'm saying? So, but
so let me ask this while we still here, right? All right, who I don't know about y'all, but how many black snipers do y'all know?
Snipers?
Yeah.
It's only been like one. It's only one.
Y'all see what I'm getting at, right? So like thinking outside of the box, what if it's an inside job, right? Because that usually as you said, frugal degenerate, they about to what? They about to turn up. Now they got a reason to turn up, and we've seen that happen in the United States. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna call it the U.S. no more. I'm gonna call it the creature on Jekyll Island, and I'm gonna tell y'all why in a little bit. Vic might know. If anybody know, Vic probably know. But the creature on Jekyll Island. But yeah, man, it's crazy out here, man. I just hope we all can just be able to listen, learn, not put our hands on each other. Go back to the kids. Keep your hands and your feet to yourself and your firearm. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, chill out. You know, if you ain't getting harmed or it's not a threat, a physical threat to you or your family, hey, that Second Amendment stuff, I don't, like you said, this is murder at this point, right? And this ain't, that ain't respected. You know what I'm saying?
You ever heard of the 3%ers?
The 3%, talk to me.
Man, there's a militia in America and very heavy in Virginia. They believe that the American Revolution was won by only 3% of the United States. We beat the imperial United Kingdom, which is only 3% of America, right? And they feel like now it'll only take 3% of them to overturn the government. Now they're a white militia group. I met one of those guys at the Unite the Right rally down over there in the Capitol back in like 2020, right before the pandemic. And it's crazy if you look them up, man. Like these guys really are legit, absolutely stockpiled with guns and bombs and ready to like set shit off. And like, they don't get looked at, but like have some Bloods or some GDs, do some shit in Chicago, and they're gonna send the damn National Guard there. But they don't be talking about the 3%ers. They don't be talking about the Proud Boys and stuff. Like they'll talk about that stuff now, man. But like, yeah, I'm very, very cognizant of the ops for real, the real ops. It ain't my brothers. It's those white militia parties, man. Like, and I think Ben, you've said it before. Like, kids and ladies, whoever watching this, man, get your concealed weapons license. You know what I'm saying? Get your pistols, get your ammo, man, because shit gonna get sticky, man. And
It can get real
you
sticky.
need to be able to defend yourself because that's what they doing, and then nobody mess with them. You know what I'm saying?
And when you go to them gun shows, that's all you see. All they doing is buying stuff to create and make bullets. Gun, you can buy guns that's already broken apart, and they're building these guns automatic to make them automatics because they buy them that way because they can't legally sell a fully automatic weapon. You know what I'm saying? So that's ways of getting around the law. But yeah, it's and when you said that, I have heard of the 3%ers. Yeah, they're deep in the mountains. That's the reason why they don't want to go in there. You know how hard it is to go into the mountains and trying to search somebody out? There'd be so many casualties. It's before, but I don't want to forget this tribe. I just seen this that what's his name? Eddie told us to shout him out about the Steelers. I sent it on your page. Eddie's like, hey, don't forget about me. Shout me out. So what's up,
you
Eddie?
missed
We
it.
miss
You missed it,
bro.
Eddie. We missed the shout out to the Steelers, man. They look good, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna shout them out. Yeah, I seen them out there. I'm gonna have to start getting a list of creating some guests for these podcasts and getting some folks on, of course. And again, before we wrap this up or get back to football, as we stated, everybody should be able to speak their own opinion. Everybody should be able to do their own research and make their own assumptions, right? And one thing I learned from Players Club, right, one of the best movies ever, is never trust nobody's information but your own, right? That's what Professor said. So continue to do that. And like here, and that's why I like what we got going on, because we can talk about this stuff. And even going back to like I said, in sports, right? Because people like, I know y'all, speaking of sports, man, and craziness, Stephen A, man, your boy Stephen A, Shannon, it's so sticky, bro. Like people, oh man, throwing each other under the bus. Like, Shannon only got with when he left Skip, he only got with Stephen A because Stephen A ain't want them to give Shannon his own show. Did y'all hear that?
No, I didn't hear that. That's crazy.
That ain't the first time that ain't the first time stuff has come out about Stephen A like that. That's not the first time. Yeah, Stephen A done some some shady stuff, man. But ESPN love him. You see,
he want to be the HNIC.
Yeah, basically.
He want to be the HNIC. It's crazy stuff.
I think they got the guy who killed Kirk too. It looked like it's an older white dude, but this could be Cap.
No, he's the wrong guy. He was. They let him go.
Okay.
Yeah, yep, they let him go. Yep.
It's bad.
They had that old man in handcuffs. You gotta know that old man didn't shoot that man.
He look like
I don't think that kid in Pennsylvania was the one who really tried to kill Trump, man. Because I can't believe how did he got off like 3-4 shots? And he only hit his ear.
That's what I'm saying. Whoever it was, he was terrible.
That's why I think it's a setup.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
I think it was staged.
He was trying to get his mark. He was trying to become a martyr at that point. Vic. That's what that was.
No way.
That was a ploy.
Man, that kid. He was I think a BlackRock consultant. Like he was on commercials. He's like nerdy, man. Like and that'd be a thing, man. It's like I ain't no tough guy, man, but like. A lot of these guys who be like doing these mass murders, they be like incels and like super like lame and nerdy, and then they just go kill everybody and kill themselves, man. It's like nobody gonna look up to you. Like the Virginia Tech killer, we don't even talk about the kid name. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really the only ones that you remember is the Columbine. Those kids from Columbine like really set it off. As bad as it sounds, like we remember the trench coat mafia. That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
You because you wanted one of them coats. You know what I'm saying? Talking about I need me a coat cold around this joint, right? Godfather, man. Like for real. But oh man, bro, like I really, and one thing too, I think with our podcast, hopefully people who are watching this or get to watch this, even some of our clips, they get to see cats just put stuff together. Like, as much as we talked in the sports chat, it's just like let's talk, let's bring it together. Let's make something shake. And to Ant's points too, like I also see Ant, like I said, learning. Ant really learning, he researching, he's sharing information, right? I probably know he got a crazy spreadsheet. Hopefully he create one where we can do the over and unders and we can win $1 million on DraftKings or something? Because he gonna,
Hey, that's
probability.
the plan, bro.
Yeah, he gonna
That's why
NGFC
I've been
that
sharing
joint.
the over and under stuff on there because I'm like, hey, if someone can perfect this, because the Chat GPT is not too far off but what I see that they do is they take what the other analysts are saying.
Mhm.
So, but a lot of times I think some of it too, you got to have an eye test. I don't
Eye
know if that makes
test.
sense. Yeah,
You
yeah,
gotta
because
have
a
the eye
couple of picks
test.
they pick. Because a couple of people they pick for next week to win, I'm like, nah, this is the hard team to beat at home. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like I think it's still some things you still got to kind of look at it like, okay, all right, that makes sense. All right, well that doesn't make sense. But no, we can definitely do that. Drop them inside the chat. If you got a pick, you've already put it together. If you want to throw it out there, I meant to do that last week and totally forgot. I'm glad I didn't because I didn't hit any of my parlays, but.
Mhm.
But I ain't definitely got a problem with throwing them out there. That's why I hit Lee up. Like, Lee, you gotta have to tell me your system, bro. He talking about he's 4-0 and Major League Baseball, and he just missed a parlay hit. Who did he miss? I think it was I think it was Jonathan Taylor too. I think it was because of Jonathan
That
Taylor as
killed
well.
so many people, bro. Because
Yeah.
Danny Dimes got them touchdowns, bro. Oh my god. Look, have y'all ever lost a parlay to a stat correction,
Yeah.
Yes, I
Yeah.
have.
bro?
Yeah, I have. I've lost fantasy football game because of a stat
Mhm.
correction.
Bro, I've lost fantasy. I ain't never seen bro. That last catch that Lamar Jackson hit Nuke at the end of the game,
Mhm.
Yeah.
dog. How was that not what they on the field? They called it like 4th and 3, right?
Mm.
How is that not? I thought that was like 4th and 2. I thought he was closer. They stat corrected that bad boy to 4th and 6. So I ended up having 279 and a half rushing passing yards with Lamar as opposed to what they originally called. And I looked at ESPN and everything. I'm like, why it ain't cash? Why it ain't cash, man? Like 10 minutes later, they reduced the daggone the catch, man. That's brutal.
Mm.
Absolutely brutal. I'm upset I shared my bets with y'all last week because they all went to hell, man. So
Nah, but week one is always hard.
Yeah.
I know, but it'd be the
Yeah,
softest week though, man. I knew I should have doubled down on like the people I knew, but I'm adding too many different legs to the parlays and shit, man.
I gotta look more at DraftKings. I don't really do with DraftKings because of some of how sometimes they set up their parlays. Because you know,
Mhm.
and I tend to do more with FanDuel, but I might have to take a peek at because I'm seeing a lot of people putting hits from FanDuel online.
Mhm. Yeah, I was about to just ask too. Like, what are y'all go to? Like me, I only use DraftKings. Like I said, I keep a lot of stuff simple, even in crypto. Right? They say, hey, who using crypto? Coinbase, crypto.com. That's it. Use Cash App. Did I say them? No. Right? Crypto.com, Coinbase. Right? Keep stuff simple. I've had FanDuel when I actually started with FanDuel, but like I showed y'all, I like the games where I have the salary cap. Right, and that's on like FanDuel used to do it, but and they still might, but they had the kicker, and I was like, I don't want to mess with this kicker.
Right.
DraftKings gave you the flex, so I went to DraftKings, and I ain't never go back. Sleeper picks because I finally learned over under, and they got some junk where it's like this person at least gonna get 2 catches. I think I liked that option too. So sleeper picks. And DraftKings is mine. Vic, I think you use Sleeper as well. What else you use?
So this the thing, it's free game, right? Coming from a frugal degenerate, right? So when you're sports betting, you should try to have as many options as possible as far as sports books because one line is going to be different on DraftKings than it is on FanDuel, than it is on
Yep.
ESPN Bet, than it
Yep.
is on Caesars, right? So just being able to
Explain that part. What you mean one line? Give
yeah.
an example.
So I open up the app right now. So like right now, what I'll do is actually I got the lines right here. So right now the highest over under game next week is Cincinnati versus Jacksonville. And it's at 48.5 points. So if I go to DraftKings and I look to see what that's at, it's going to probably be like minus 110 on both sides. But if I go to a different app, like if I go to FanDuel, it might have a better number. Instead of 110, it might be 105, right? So like that 5% might not seem a lot, but over time, if you're betting big amounts or if you're adding it to the parlays, that's where you get an edge at. Slight edge, but
Okay.
it's one of those things where you're gonna probably want to always pick the site with the best lines. And go ahead.
So Vic, have you heard of what is it? what is it? It's like in the trading world. What is it? Arbitrage?
Oh yeah.
So is it kind of that same mentality a bit? Like, hey, I might get 2x here, but on this one, I might get 4x. So let me get both, because if I'm playing it here, I might as well play it there too.
Yeah, actually, I want to say arbitrage, and ain't that like kind of like middling? So like if the prop on FanDuel says that Ibuka is going to get over 50 yards, but the prop on DraftKings is that he's going to get over 60 yards. Like you might do the over on one and the under on the other, so you'll hit both of them kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good way to look at it. Arbitrage bets for sure, man. I mean, I'm looking for EV, expected value, when I'm making my bets. So it's like wherever I can get like the best odds, I try to do that. And then sometimes like FanDuel, they'll have a line different, or the money line will be different. So just knowing which one, because I think at the end of the day, these sports books ain't worth a damn no way. Because if you win too much, they'll kick you off of them. You know, so you try to get as much of an edge as you can.
My issue is on FanDuel, I want to add all the points and only wager $1. I just want to put $1 on there and turn that $1.
That's what I be doing. That. Like I put a $2 bet in.
Yeah. You can put $1 bet in there, but if you're gonna do it like $1 bet, that means you're gonna have to have some combinations.
Yeah.
Hey, but this the thing. This is how I look at it. I use the same risk management strategy in trading, right? For crypto, anything. If I got $100, each trade or each parlay, I only risk 1 to 3% of my whole account. Mm-hmm. So if I got $10 in my account, I ain't betting the whole 10. Right. I'm only gonna bet 1 to 2 until that bankroll gets up, and then that 1 to 2% is now $2 and $4. You know, that's how I grew my crypto. In a sense, those small wins. But yeah, because what I would do is like if I got $5 that I can, like if I'm up 40 something, so I got 5, I'm gonna do 3 on my like maybe 1 to 2 leg joints, because I call them my 50-50s. I think in some places you got stuff called 50-50s or whatever. Yeah. And then the other $2, that's the one I'm putting in the multipliers, them tournaments. Right, that's why I'm gambling. I'm putting that Mega Million. I'm trying to get that Mega Million. That's how I do it. Yeah, work out. But
I only pretty much use FanDuel, and I used to do MGM.
Did they close?
I think they closed because I haven't really seen anything on them in a while. Because you know, Jamie Foxx was the spokesperson for them for a while.
Yeah,
I got the app on my phone, but I haven't opened it up.
I want to say Bet Rivers was in Virginia at one point, but they got their book out. But yeah, I feel you on that bet a little bit and win a lot. That's where I get the name Frugal Degenerate from, man. I hit a couple of golf parlays. I bet like $5 and made like a band. You know, I did that a lot of times, man. So
that's what I'm talking about. You said that was golf?
Golf is by far the most money I've ever made gambling was golf. Like I would say I probably bet like 25. If you combine all the parlays, I could share the screenshots. I make $5. I turn $25 into like 5 bands. Easy peasy. Yeah. It's like with golf, you just bet the top like positions, like the top players to win in the top 40. And if you parlay all of them, like those pay out pretty decent. Like for real, I'll put something in the chat just because I said it. I'll put together a golf, a boxing, and a football parlay. Probably won't hit, but we'll talk about it next week just to see, you know?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, because we're going to wrap this up because I got to make a trip all the way up 288 real quick, dance. But, yeah, man, until next week, you know what I'm saying? You know, we're going to keep it light. We're going to keep it going. Hopefully, put those trades in. Let's keep it going in the chat. As we wrap these things up, anybody got any last comments, questions, concerns?
Y'all approve the trade.
Say the trade again. What was the trade?
Approve it.
Keenan Allen for T. Higgins. I'll take T.
Yo, that's crazy work.
That's crazy.
I trade like that.
Please, somebody give me a trade like that.
I hear collusion. Man. Y'all about to split the pot, man.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we gonna close this up the right way then. We talked about standout performers, Josh Allen, right? Some running backs that you probably need to pick up, some people you should drop immediately. So let's do that right now. But again, we still want to send out our love and prayers, of course, for everybody impacted by today's tragedy, of course. And may stay positive, be positive on purpose, right? Let's keep it sports, let's keep it positive, and let's keep it pushing, y'all. So until next week, I appreciate y'all. It's the starting lineup. Let's get it.
So,
All right, fellas.
Hey, we be doing that jump, man.